Today in the Quadratec Academy, I'm going to show you how to take your top off. Hey, Rob here for Quadratec.com. You know, if you've owned your Wrangler for a while and you've never experienced driving it with the hardtop off, you don't know what you're missing. So today we're going to show you just how easy it is to get that hardtop off your Jeep. Now we've got our diagram all set up here. We've illustrated all the key points that you need to pay attention to. You are going to need a few tools for this job, a T40 Torx bit and a socket wrench. A hardtop is big and awkward, so you are going to need a friend to help you lift that off, or a hardtop hoist. Now you can click on that info button and check out all the options available there for you. Now, like I mentioned, you will need a few tools. If you've got a late model Jeep, Jeep's been nice enough to include this handy little toolkit. Comes with a socket wrench, a couple bits that you're gonna need. If you don't have that kit, no worries. Pick yourself up a good Torx bit socket set and a socket wrench. You can get the job done. Now, looking at our Jeep, there are going to be some differences between a two-door and a four-door, but they're minor. And namely, there are these two bolts right up front here. Now, once you remove your freedom panels from the top, the process is the same whether it's a two-door or a four-door, and you can check out our earlier video where we walk you through step-by-step just how to get that done. Now, if you have a four-door, once you remove those freedom panels, there's going to be two bolts hidden underneath there. In a two-door, those bolts aren't there. Moving down to the back of the hardtop, you're going to find three more bolts down each side. And finally, an electrical connector and a washer fluid connector that you're going to have to remove. Let's go ahead and jump in our Jeep, show you just how to get that hardtop off. So now that we've got our freedom panels removed, we're going to go ahead and start with the two bolts hidden underneath the panels here on our four-door. Now, if you have a two-door Wrangler, you can go ahead and skip this step because those bolts aren't there. We're going to be using our T40 Torx bit and our socket wrench to go ahead and remove those bolts. Now, if you have a 2012 or newer Wrangler, Jeep has provided a really convenient storage space in the back here where you can store all of your hardtop bolts. Now we can go ahead and remove the three bolts on each side of the hardtop. Now, while you're removing these bolts, you'll notice the four silver alignment pegs installed in the hardtop. Now, these pegs are there to help locate the hardtop in the correct position on your Wrangler's body. While these pegs do not need to be removed, you do need to be aware of them when lifting the hardtop up and off the body of the Jeep. And now for the last step, we need to go ahead and disconnect the electrical harness and the washer fluid hose at the back of the hardtop. So we'll start by removing the red locking connector, depress the tab, and pull down on the wire harness, then squeeze the oblong connector on the washer fluid hose, and pull straight down to disconnect. Now, once we have everything disconnected, we're ready to go ahead and remove the hardtop from our Jeep. Now, if you've taken the time to install a hardtop hoist in your garage, not only is it a convenient way to make the job of removing your hardtop easier, but it's also a great place to store your hardtop. Now, you can click on that info button to check out all the different ways you can store your hardtop safely when it's off your Jeep. I'm going to go ahead and grab a friend so we can lift our hardtop out of the way. Now, remember, we have those four alignment pins to pay attention to. Start by lifting the hardtop, then we can walk it back. Close the liftgate glass so that the hardtop will sit correctly on our hardtop cart, and then we can lift the hardtop off. Now, when you're reinstalling your hardtop, those alignment pins will help locate it on the Jeep in the correct position so that you can reinstall the bolts. And that's all there really is to taking the hardtop off your 07 and newer JK Wrangler. Now, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you're sure to catch the next lesson here in the Quadratec Academy. As always, I'm Rob. I'll see you out on the trail or right here in the classroom.